We have these cutout gnomes at chalk@afancy.com, and I'm going to start by mixing Republic Red and Snow Owl. And I'm going to paint the heart banner in this pink. And then I'm going to paint the rim of his hat as well in the pink. As I'm dismantling my pieces, I'm putting them in sections of color. Then I'm going to go and get to the bottom portion. And I'm going to take this pink and I'm going to do the stripe, starting with the first stripe and every other. Then I'm going to take the final section and paint that in Republic Red along with all the hearts. And put them aside to dry. I'm going to go back to the hat portion and I'm going to do every other stripe in the Snow Owl and then the rest of his body in the Snow Owl. And this will be his beard. I'm going to take his nose in his hands and I'm going to start with Snow Owl, and then I'm going to take a very, very tiny bit of the chocolate and mix that in to create this tan tone. I'm going to take his mustache and fill that in with the Snow Owl. And then I'm going to make sure that all the parts are dried well using this heat gun. And then I'm going to go through and just give everything a very quick sanding. And this is just going to smooth out my paint. And then I go through and give everything a second coat. While that's all drying, I'm going to take his shoes and paint them black. And this little strip also black. And then the bottom block is going to be black as well. And this is going to be the stand. Once everything's dry, I'm going to take Elmer's wood glue and start gluing my pieces together. I'm going to first add the first layer, which is the hat and the beard, and then the rim of the hat. Then I'm going to add the mustache and his nose and glue them down. And then there's these little spacers. We're going to glue them down on either side of his beard, and then we're going to glue the heart garland across, or the banner. I'm going to add his hands, the larger cutout heart, and again I'm using the Elmer's glue with all these pieces. And then I'm going to place the rest of the hearts along the hat. The smallest at the top, the medium, and then the cutout one towards the rim. Then I'm going to add the small spacer to the bottom of his shoes and then glue him to the stand. Glue the shoes on. Then I'm going to take a very small art brush and some Snow Owl and start putting these little dots around, usually in a set of 3, sometimes 1, and this is just going to give interest to my project. And it's just representing highlighted areas. I'm going to add a line on his nose with 1 dot, and then the white lines on his shoes with 1 dot on each shoe. Then I'm going to take a toothbrush and splatter some white all over. Allow everything to dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to paint the back in Republic Red. And this is, of course, once all the glue has been dried, and I know that it's together well. Then I'm going to take my Matte Clear by Rust-Oleum and give it a good spray. Allow this to dry, and now you have this cute little gnome. Again, you can find this gnome at chalk.fancy.com if you'd like to put one together yourself. Thank you so much.